What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Rope Monster coming at you here from beautiful sunny Playa del Carmen. I'm with my buddy Lee today.
G'day.
And we had a tip from one of his Argentinian friends that the last beach in Playacar, all the way down at the end, is free of sargassum and is the best beach in Playa del Carmen right now. So we're gonna go down there and see if we can confirm or deny that. We're gonna get Dronaldo up in the sky and do some scouting to see the entirety of Playacar and what things are looking like. Recently I had a subscriber asking me, hey Rope Monster, what are the beaches looking like down at Playacar? Today we're gonna mess around and find out. Vamanos. So guys, we are using the Riu Palace entrance and just realizing about halfway down, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to have a bracelet for the Riu to get through here and use this, but I think they're pretty lax about it, given that we are almost all the way to the beach. Got some little critters here. Hello, baby.
What is that?
What's up, little guy? Any names come to mind, Lee? You naming him?
He's super cute.
Alright guys, I think it's safe to say we probably found the gem of Playa del Carmen right now. We're looking out through the Riu. Once again guys, I'll throw up on Google Maps exactly where we are. A little screenshot of the map. Que belleza. Let's go down to the beach and check out the sargassum situation. We'll work our way a little bit to the north as well, fly the drone and see how things are looking as far as the sargassum washing in as well. So far, so good. What do you think, Lee?
Looks amazing.
Nailed it?
I'd say thanks to the staff at Rio for cleaning the sargassum.
All right guys, so I may have misspoken a little bit ago, but I'll put up on the map where we just came through the Riu Yucatan, and this is absolutely gorgeous, guys. So good news if you're coming to Playa del Carmen and you're staying down here in Playacar, don't cancel your trip. Things are looking good. I will say there's a giant patch of sargassum just to the south of here, right over here. So it's still gonna be hit and miss, but this is quite a bit better than what we've seen up to the north recently. Especially like Playa 72, Playa 88. And guys, I have the wind furry on the camera, but it is quite windy, so forgive any wind noise, please. And as always guys, if you're finding this update helpful, just smash that like button for me. Subscribe if you haven't already, it truly means the world to me. Let's go check out some more beaches. So looking to the north, guys, you can see the ferry terminal all the way off in the north. For those of you wondering how we got down here, we took a taxi for only 100 pesos from 10th Ave and 38th. So 100 pesos. We had a QR code to get through security at Playacar. A friend of Lee's gave us the QR code. So good but not great right here. And then Sandos, we might go down to Sandos Playacar down there. That's the one that Lee's buddy was saying. Is it a he or a she? It's a she. So she was saying that the beach down here at Sandos is the best one right now. Should we go find out?
Let's go find out.
Let's
do
this.
Swim first.
Let's have a swim. Yeah.
It's hot.
This water is nice. Yeah, it is hot. The water's looking clear, guys. I'm going to show you a quick peek of the water here. There's a little bit of sargassum in the water, but it's actually pretty clear right now. Let's head down and take a look at this water. So I specifically had a subscriber asking about the Riu Yucatan, and here you go, guys. You're looking at it right there. And looking to the south is Sandos Playacar down here, so we're gonna head down there in a moment. These are the current sargassum conditions. Not terrible at all. And no smell, guys. For those of you wondering about the smell, this stuff is not so old that it has any kind of smell to it. Lee has made it all the way out to the sandbar out there. Atta boy. I'm gonna go join him in a moment. Definitely gotta get in that water. Ooh, that feels good. And then we'll get Dronaldo up in the sky in a little bit, scout to the north and a little farther to the south as well. So stick around for those drone shots, guys. All right, guys, you can see the wind is kicking up, as you can probably hear. And there are little patches that look like this that are terrible. But for the most part, guys, this is looking beautiful down here. And these are amongst the best beaches in Playa right now, if not the best beaches. But you will have little patches like this washing in. I was just swimming right over there, no sargassum in front of the Riu Yucatan. Now we're gonna head down to Sandos, Playacar, and I'll film a little bit along the way and put up on Google Maps. A lot of you will recognize kind of where I'm at any given moment. I'll do my best to put up on Google Maps where we are along the way, and we'll get down to Sandos, which is supposed to be the best beach in Playa according to Lee's friend right now. So let's go check that out. So with all your time in Mexico, Lee, are you listening to a lot of banda now?
I love it.
You love it?
I'm not ashamed to say that.
Do you have a favorite band? Calibre 50, Cuarto de Mia.
I don't even speak Spanish yet. What are you talking about?
You dance bachata.
Yo, hablamos de bachata. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Hola, ¿qué tal?
¿Sí? Excelente.
Igualmente. Ciao, ciao. Lee can't help himself. Don't drink the Kool-Aid here.
They're about to drink the Kool-Aid.
They're about to drink the Kool-Aid, Lee says. So guys, one thing that will be interesting to see down at Sandos is if they've recovered. For those of you who don't know, there was a giant foodborne illness outbreak down there during a wedding reception. Everybody got violently ill. People ended up in the hospital, and then Sandos was pretty much shut down for a while, and then very, very empty when I went down and showed it a couple months ago. So it'll be interesting to see if there's anyone in the lounges at Sandos at this time, or if they haven't recovered yet, because that was pretty bad. I don't know if the family was compensated in any way, but I heard it was just a disaster, and some of those folks were hospitalized. So pretty big deal down there at Sandos. Avoid the buffet.
Jesus.
Did you hear about that? No? Yeah, that was a thing.
I don't know if you want to put that in the video. You'll have the manager of Sandos outside your house, sort of.
Oh, everyone knows about it. This is looking pretty good right here.
When these two containers of sand are put into the common container, the individual containers will no longer exist, but will be joined together as one.
Got a wedding going on here.
In the common container.
Congrats to the happy couple.
But Alex, you will need a little help.
All right, there goes Lee off into the water. Looks pretty nice. I'm gonna hop in there in a moment. But first, let's go check out Sandos. And guys, for those of you who don't know, the beaches to the south of here are absolutely gorgeous. I've shown those in a few different videos, so I'm probably not gonna make it down there on foot today. But I think I will fly Dronaldo down there. The wind is a little strong, but we're gonna put Dronaldo up in the sky anyway. Put him through his reps. He's a tough little guy. All right, so some folks have returned to Sandos. It still looks pretty empty. It's about 5, almost 6 actually, on a Wednesday. And this is the scene here at Sandos. A little bit of volleyball going on. But pretty quiet still, and you have to wonder if a lot of that is because of the food poisoning outbreak a couple months ago, kind of tainting the name and people just not wanting to risk it. Alright guys, I'm going to show you a little more of Sandos Playacar here actually. Kind of spooky honestly how empty this place is right now. You can see almost nobody in the lounges, nobody in the chairs here. And yes, we're going into low season, but a lot of the other resorts were quite busy. But at any rate guys, if you're coming down to Sandos, this would be your view from the lounges, looking out toward the water. Gorgeous view nonetheless. And from what I understand, there haven't been any other health issues here. But when you have something that severe happen, it's hard to recover as far as the reputation. People don't forget so soon. As always guys, if you appreciate the update and my legwork, just smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. It truly means the world to me. Even though I love doing these updates for you, it does take some preparation and some planning and some serious hydration. I drank a coconut today just before coming out here from my buddy Miguel, but still a challenge to stay hydrated out here, putting in the 10, 15, 25,000 steps. Alright guys, I'm gonna go hop in that water one more time, and then it's time to get Dronaldo up in the sky. Let's do this. Alright, Lee's got his drone up in the sky. Does your drone have a name?
Nemo.
Nemo, okay.
Yeah, we lost him once.
Alright, let's get his buddy. We've each had a cenote crash. Both very lucky. Nemo, Godspeed Nemo. Alright, time to get Dronaldo up in the sky to join his buddy, his new friend, his new playmate. Alright, so first and foremost, we're just going to fly Dronaldo back a ways to get an idea of just how wide and ample the beach is right now at Sandos. Erosion is not an issue, guys. In this next shot, we're going to fly to the south toward the secret beaches of Playa del Carmen, like Emma Cove and Playa Pecado. And as you can see guys, as we pan up and fly to the south, there is some crystal clear water to be enjoyed just south of Sandos Playacar. There are some patches of sargassum washing in. Yes, there's some sargassum on the beach, but it is definitely worth taking a stroll to the south and enjoying this beach area to the south. Just keep in mind there is no lifeguard on duty when you go a few hundred meters south. Now we're going to explore about 1 kilometer to the north. And we've got Dronaldo up just about 20 meters here, 25 meters. And the goal of these shots is to show that yes, there are some thick patches of sargassum, but for the most part, as we fly by the various resorts, you can see it in front of any given resort. There's a nice area to swim. We are now back in front of the Riu Yucatan in this shot here, and you can see that big patch there, but just beyond that, the water's crystal clear. And in a moment, we're going to get Dronaldo up very high, about 130 meters into the air, so you can see all the way to the north back to the ferry terminal as well. Right down below is where Lee and I were swimming earlier in the video. Beautiful water there, and that sandbar is a lovely place to go out and hang out. Now here we're taking Dronaldo up to 130 meters despite the high wind warnings I was getting. I had to ignore those for the sake of getting this shot, but hopefully you appreciate this shot because it shows two things. It shows the distance all the way to the north, the beach all the way up to the ferry terminal, and it also shows the sargassum, or lack thereof, washing in. So this should be good news for those of you coming down in the next few days, over the weekend or the coming week, because you can see there's very little sargassum actually washing in. Alright guys, time to get our boots back on the ground and walk to the north. Alright guys, great success for Dronaldo. Here's the little guy coming home right here. Hey buddy, good job. Heavy wind, guys. That really tested my drone pilot skills, but I'm just getting better and better, and Dronaldo just keeps getting tougher and tougher. More time in the forge. That's how we do it. Son of rope monster, Dronaldo, echándole ganas. We're coming up on the Viva Wyndham Maya, so I'll show a little bit more, but you can see there's some optimism, some reason for optimism here. I'll put up on Google Maps about where we are. At the Riu Yucatan, the Viva Wyndham Maya. Are the resorts, and really not bad, except there are these occasional patches, as you saw in the drone shots. You've got these occasional patches of sargassum, but that's not really stopping anyone from having a good time. And the good news is this, guys. If you look straight back toward the ferry terminal, it's ample beach as far as the eye can see. Just about a month and a half, 2 months ago, the erosion was atrocious down here. You guys can go back, or I'll link in the description, the update from the end of March when the beach was completely gone up here. So the erosion is improving drastically. The beach is widening out, and beach activities are once again a thing here on Playacar. I'll leave you guys with just a little more bonus material as we go to the north, to the next couple of resorts, but I think you get the idea, guys. We're hoofing it at a pretty good pace because it's getting dark. So anyway, if you appreciate the efforts, as always, smash that like button for me. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're rocking the Tommy Bahama backpack chairs today. Lee, let me take a look at the back here. Tommy Bahama, make life one long weekend. Yeah, estoy de acuerdo. Estoy de acuerdo. I totally agree. We got Lee. You want to give a shout out to anyone?
Hi, Mom.
Well done, sir. Well done.
Love you, Mom.
Love you, Mom. What's your mom's name?
Rosie.
Hey, Rosie.
She loved my last cameo.
Love you, Rosie. Big rope monster hugs. Mwah. Your son's being a good guy, really. Behaving himself. Love the mom shout outs.
She was here in September.
Oh, it's awesome, man. Always good to have family come down. Look at these colors. Probably gonna get that cotton candy sky here in a minute. All right, my friends, putting in the overtime today. We're in front of the Royal Hideway. And so I know a lot of you come down and stay at the Royal Hideway. Beautiful option. Here we are. And I want to show you what exactly your view would look like from the lounges here at the Royal Hideway right now. And we'll walk down to the water. What a beautiful time to be here on Playacar. The birds are chirping. And I believe, guys, you have asked about these birds that make that sound. I believe that's the Yucatan jay, kind of a distant relative of a scrub jay. So guys, how's this? Royal Hideway, perfect view, little bit of sargassum, but plenty of beach. That's the good news. As we come around the bend here, this is where the erosion was at its absolute worst just 2 short months ago. So let's take a quick peek at that. And I think me and Lee, being that we're full grown men and have long legs, I think we're just gonna walk the rest of this, just hoof it out. Leave Lee some love in the comments for being cool with walking, going the extra mile with me. Hey Lee. Yeah, dude, the erosion, Lee, was up to here. The beach was right up to here just 2 months ago. So now you can see, guys, we have all this beach. But you can see the exposed palm roots right there. Crazy how things change, guys. That's why I keep coming at you with these updates relentlessly. Relentless rope monster. Yeah, right here you had to squeeze through and actually get in the water late March, where this lady is sitting, and the water was right up to this fence right here. Welcome back, beach. Good to see you, my old friend. Guys, we're here in front of Allegro Playacar, and this was the worst beach just 2 months ago. Poor Allegro was really struggling. We're coming up on the Viva Wyndham Azteca as well, which was a sore subject. You can see, guys, where these roots are exposed here, that was the water line. The water line was right up to the lounges at Allegro. And now, guess what? Good news, got the volleyball net back. Life is good. But if you guys want to go back and see how quick things change, I'll leave a link to that video in the description below. And it's crazy, just I think I filmed that on March 30th, if I'm not mistaken, not even 2 full months ago. And the water was right up to the tree line right there. So more good news. Yes, there's some sargassum, but the beach is back, and there's some really nice patches of water areas for swimming with no sargassum at all in the water. So let me know in the comments, guys, where you're staying if you're coming down to Playacar. Hopefully I covered your resort. We're now in front of Riu Lupita, pressing on. Right here you can see Riu Lupita back in there. And this was a disaster just a couple of months ago. And at least now I'd say you have about 15 meters of beach between the lounges. But if you are coming down here and want an even wider beach, now you know where to go. Walk to the south towards Sandos. Just about a 15-minute walk. And you'll have all the beach you can ask for right down there. Is your mom watching from New Zealand? Yeah. Wow.
This is where we started, right?
No, we started way to the south of here. We started at Riu Yucatan. Rosie, your son is lost. He has no idea where he is.
I just keep walking until I get to my house. Right on the beach.
He knows which way is north. Should I re-up on my lifeguard cert and just come to work here every day?
Yeah.
Yeah. Rope monster lifeguard. And film my film my beach updates from the lifeguard tower, and you know, other things, other beach activities. All right, my friends, we are now in front of the Riu Palace, Riviera Maya, and coming up on the Reef Playacar. The beach is nice and wide, opening up, ample. A little bit of sargassum smell here, guys. I'm never gonna lie to you. A little bit of a smell. Wele, it smells a little stronger here. Okay, guys, right in front of the Reef Playacar. As you can see, the view from the Reef Playacar, not too shabby at all, guys.
All the risk and none of the benefit.
Guys, so this north part of Playacar is a wasteland of sargassum. It's not getting cleaned up here. The smell's getting worse as we get to the north. So you've seen the best part of Playacar all the way down there near Sandos, Riu Yucatan. This is not, we're getting up, you can see here now the ferry terminal just right here, about 10 minutes walk, and this is not on the same level. I will say not that much sargassum in the water, but the amount on the beach is definitely piling up and starting to give off a pretty strong smell.
If you want a nice private beach, there's not going to be anyone here.
Yeah. Yeah, still not bad as far as the amount in the water compared to, say, Playa 72, Playa 88. Lee, would you say Playa 38 at this time is better or worse than this?
I would say it's better than this.
It's better than this, okay. So Playa 38, according to Lee, is better than this part of Playacar right now. And then the south part where we just were swimming, better than Playa 38, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right, using Playa 38 as a benchmark. Oh, yeah, the smell up here is pretty strong, no doubt.
I think that's the thing, I live right beside it, so I'm used to it.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, I actually never really minded the smell of it.
All right. This is easily the worst part so far. Got to walk through the bugs. No other way around it. Kind of squishy underfoot. All right, guys, that does it as far as we can actually walk without getting wet. We've both got our drones with us and no dry bags today. So you can see here the ferry terminal right there. We're gonna cut through Playacar. So we'll wrap it right there. If you appreciate the efforts, the legwork, smash that like button. We'll see you guys in the next one. Rope Monster out. Lee out. See you, Rosie. Want to say bye, Mom?
Bye, Mom. Love you.
Just out here doing it right.